From NBC News, this is Today with Lester Holt and Jenna Wolfe, live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
This morning on Today's Travel, the wow deals of 2010. According to a recent survey, 74% of people say they will only take a vacation this year if they can find a good deal. Joining us this morning is Gabe Saglie of Travelzoo, where they've done their work and found the top 5 destination deals to get you packing. Gabe, good morning. Good
Great
to
be
see you.
here.
Before we get to the top 5, I've got to ask you something that's kind of been in the news here. Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines has returned to Haiti so quickly after the quake. They're dropping people off at a beach in Labadee. I think some people would raise their eyebrows to this. What should we know about this?
Well, you know, certainly as far as flights are concerned, the State Department is saying don't travel until mid-March, and a lot of airlines have canceled their flights. But this is a cruise line, and a couple of them, in fact, have Haiti on their itineraries. Tourism dollars are very powerful, according to some of these travel companies. So after 9/11, we saw a big push for tourism here in New York. After Katrina, we saw it in New Orleans. So the idea here is that tourism dollars spent on this part of the island, which was not touched by this earthquake, will definitely help relief efforts there. In fact, Royal Caribbean is donating 100% of the profits from people vacationing in Labadee to the relief efforts. They're donating $1 million. And there's a lot of money that's invested in the infrastructure in this particular part of the island.
All right,
but it is a personal choice nonetheless if vacationing there or right next door in the Dominican Republic. I mean, that's these are areas that are still needy of that tourism dollar, despite some of the efforts going on there.
All right, let's talk about these top 5 picks you've come with this morning. One of them, we talked a lot about Las Vegas in 2009, as obviously the economic slump was hitting it. Will that continue, and how will that pay off for travelers?
Well, certainly I think it'll continue in 2010. Just a few weeks ago, they launched the City Center, which added another 5,000 hotel rooms to a city that's already seeing huge availability. So that means prices will continue to stay extremely competitive. We're seeing 4-star resorts like Treasure Island at around $50 a night. The Trump 5-star resort, $99 a night with a $50 credit and 2-for-1 Cirque du Soleil tickets. So prices are dramatically low. The incentives, the bonuses, the extras are there for the consumer to take advantage of. I think this pricing will continue to be this low for much of 2010.
We mentioned cruise lines a minute ago, but overall, how does the cruise picture look?
Well, in the Caribbean front, the availability is huge. I mean, we saw a lot of new ships be introduced last year. These ships would rather sail with cabins that have been sold at dramatically reduced rates and sailing with them empty. So we're looking at $25 to $50 a day for 6-7 night cruises into the Caribbean. Great prices out of South Florida, obviously, but even out of ports like New York or Galveston, some great deals will be found in the Caribbean.
People often think of Mexico. They don't always think as much about Central America. What should they know?
Well, I think people will find that the dollar is still strong in Central America. Countries like Belize, for example, you don't have to worry about exchanging your money. They'll gladly take the U.S. dollar. Costa Rica, obviously, a hub of eco-friendly tourism. Great natural places to visit, and of course some of these cities have become these great thriving cosmopolitan centers as well. But I think the fact that the dollar is still strong throughout much of Central America will help people head in that direction on the other side of that southern border.
South Africa, one of the most fascinating places I've traveled, but it's a long way away. Are there deals for South Africa now?
I think this year we'll see package deals priced at rates that we've never seen before. 2010, according to the South African president, could be the biggest marketing opportunity for South Africa ever, thanks to the FIFA World Soccer Cup happening in June and July. You won't find any travel deals then, but through May, and I think right after July, some amazing packages under $2,500 for air out of New York, week-long stays in luxury resorts, wineland tours. So major values in South Africa this year.
And before we go, quick, I want to mention China.
And China, which saw a huge investment for the '08 Olympics, has yet to see some of that money come back. We're seeing some fantastic deals in China, Shanghai, Beijing, 5-star hotels at well under $100 a night. With the World Expo in Shanghai this year, could be another opportunity for the spotlight to be shed on China and for the deals to abound.
Important deals to talk about. Gabe, thanks very much. Nice to have you here.